Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wachusett versus Acton Boxborough game tonight. Shortly, we will be having the national anthem.
For the playing of our national anthem.
Before we get started here tonight, I have a message from the MIAA. The rights to this cablecast has been waived by the MIAA on behalf of the students of Wachusett Regional High School. The MIAA represents nearly 400 senior high schools across the Commonwealth and the more than 200,000 young men and women who participate annually in the MIAA-governed athletic competition. Any rebroadcast or republication of this program without the written consent of the MIAA is prohibited. Now, for the starting lineup, they have Avery Terry, Maura Kirk, Ashley Harrington, Izzy Santiago, and Claire Chimento starting tonight.
Assisted by Christina Costa, Caroline Gabriel, and Katie Amola. And now the starting lineup for your Wachusett Mountaineers.
Now for Wachusett.
Sophomore, Kyla Yurkis.
Number 44, Kylie Yurkis.
Number 0, Junior, Tegan Lanford.
Number 0, Tegan Lanford.
Number 3, Junior, Hannah Quinn.
Number 3, Junior, Hannah Quinn.
Number 1, Senior Captain, Sophie Gibbons.
Number 1, Senior Captain, Sophie Gibbons.
And number 2, Senior Captain, Jay Scott.
And number 2, Senior Captain, Jalen Scott.
By Kevin McDonald, Laura Fitton, Rusty Gillen, Bob Champlin, and John Madison.
This is the round of 16, so the second round of our playoffs here tonight. Hope to be more competitive than the last game they played for sure. That was definitely a bit of a blowout, but this team is definitely a much bigger, but also quite a young team. They have 3 players 6 foot or taller here. One who is 6'2", so I believe that's right on par with what Wachusett is able to put out there. So we'll see if that size makes a difference. But on the other hand, they're a very young team. They start 3 sophomores, a freshman, and a senior. Yurkis wins a tip. Looking at a zone from Acton Boxborough to start this game, similar to how they started the game last time. Bouncing to Yurkis. Quinn for three. She's off. Scott puts it back up. Santiago brings it up. Poked away by Lamfer. She recovers. Gibbons with the steal. The Lamfer travels. Press here from Wachusett, but a bit of a different one. Looking at man here. Scott Gibbons tie the ball up there with Terry. Be staying with Acton Boxborough. Santiago. Elliott up to Comento, who also travels. Gibbons takes it up. Deep three from Lamfer, short. Hard pass into Work. Can't catch it. Bit of a slower start here from Wachusett compared to their last game against Central Catholic, where they were raining in shots. They were on fire all game, even after the delay. Thankfully, we didn't have one this game. Scott gets another one. Three from Quirk is good. From what I saw in Warnock's, definitely a strong three-point shooting team here. Scott. Fakes, pull up from the mid-range is good. She has all six for Wachusett. Harrington into Santiago. It's caught up at half court, but gets it to Terry. Air ball from the corner. Floater is good. And that results in a timeout by Acton Boxborough. See what happens after this break here.
And for the Revolution, number 20,
we are back here. Wachusett still in that man press. Putting Scott at half court as she's guarding the defender. And different from what we've seen in typical zone where they like to keep Scott directly on the ball. But turnover there, Wachusett going the other way. Lamfer finishes! Terry brings it up to Santiago. Miss there from Cataldo. Scott with the rebound. Pass broken up though. Quirk passes Santiago on the cut. She can't finish. Quinn with the rebound. Scott pulls it away there. Quinn in the corner. It's good. That is certainly her spot. I don't know if I've seen a player make more corner threes than she has in the past few games. Harrington misses. Another rebound for Quinn. Bounce into Yurkis in the paint. She's looking for the cutter. Finds Lamfer. Quinn from the same spot. She misses this time though. Santiago. Harrington. Cork looks to set it up. Bit of a stagnant offense here for this team, which results in a turnover. Scott going to take it all the way for the and one. It is too easy for her tonight.
Revolution now on the team. Actually, Harrington has her first team first. Case Scott will get the line shooting. 1.
Should just be taking one here. Finally completes it. She has most of Wachusett's points here tonight. Similar to the last game they played, they absolutely dominated. We've seen quite a few subs from this Acton Boxborough team in comparison to Wachusett, who often plays their starters the whole first quarter. McCarthy over to Quirk. She spins on Yurkis. Can't make it though. Scott from the mid-range. She misses. Fight for the rebound. Yurkis manages to keep it here. Bounce into Scott. Handoff to Gibbons. It looks like they're staying in this 3-2 defense that they started out the game with. They've certainly found a bit more success than other teams, but still Wachusett is up 13 on them. So over the course of the season, they've really proven that a zone does not work. Foul there. It's only the first of the game for Wachusett, even the quarter. Baseline. McCarthy gets it in. Pass broken up. Gibbons on the floor for it. Good hustle from her. She's always exemplified that.
It's for Wachusett number 20,
Mazziaris checks in here for Quinn, so we will see a substitution here in this first period for Wachusett. Looks like Gibbons. Well, Lanford did handle the ball a lot more in the last game. We've seen a bunch of Gibbons so far here tonight. Lanford from the corner. She misses. Scott corrals it. Puts it up again and hits it. Quirk to McCarthy. Miss there. Elliott all the way up to Mazziaris. Lanford getting some aggressive defense played on her tonight. I would imagine if I was other teams, I would definitely want to stop Lanford, but more importantly, Jalen Scott, which they have not done a very successful job of tonight. Let's see, she has 13 points so far in this first quarter. It's over half for Wachusett, so they really have, this zone has been playing to her benefit. Terry steps through, misses. Up to Lanford. She passed up the three in the corner. Great crossover there. 50 seconds left here as Acton Boxborough throws it away on the inbound. Lucy checks in here.
Revolution number 2, Ashley Harrington. For Wachusett number 22, Lucy Gibbons. Also in for the Revolution number 4.
Box set up here for Wachusett Gibbons to throw it in. Pulls up from deep, it's good! 22-point lead here for Wachusett already in the first. 37 seconds left. Quirk, cross-court pass to Santiago. Oh, it could have been a travel there, I think. Terry loses it. It'll be stolen the other way. We'll see what Wachusett can do. The shot clock is off, so they will have as long as they need for this play. Naziarez. Screen by Scott. Bounce into Lucy. Hard foul there from behind. She'll be shooting too. Chance for Lucy to get on the board here tonight. Hannah and nope. Ruth looks to check in with 14.5 seconds left here. Makes the first. Marcel in for Scott, giving her a bit of an extended break here before the first quarter ends. Just been incredibly productive for Wachusett so far, so I can imagine they want to reward her after this performance. Miss on the second, but Gibbons gets a steal. Misses. Marcel tips it. Ends up with Santiago. 6 seconds left. There. Terry, Santiago puts it up, but she does not make it, and that is the end of the first. Wachusett is up 26-3, looking like their game from last night. As for Acton Boxer's first round, they only beat Brookline by 4. They won 53-49. So a much closer game than Wachusett had. And you can tell that even though they were able to keep it close the first time, they cannot stop Jalen Scott tonight. She has half of Wachusett's points order. Wachusett is on pace for 100, so another stellar performance from them. We'll be back from the break shortly. We are back here. Miss from Harrington there. Lanford to Gibbons. Lanford in the corner. She's long. But, I think that was clean there, but they call a foul for Terry on Lanford. He's side out of bounds for Acton Boxborough.
Non-shooting foul.
Terry to bring it up. She's one of their biggest players, a freshman. She's 6 foot, but they rely on a lot of these bigger players to play guard for them, surprisingly. Not typically what we see even with this Wachusett team. And one here for Harrington. Chance to complete it at the line now. First on Gibbons tonight. The starters are back in for Wachusett. Start the second period here. Misses. Santiago pulls it down, but she's tied up immediately. They give it to Wachusett here. Gibbons bringing it up again. Harrington knocks it out there. The very deep sideline here. Lob into Yerkes, hits it to Mark. She can't finish though. Harrington saves it with Santiago. McCarthy poked away by Scott. She has a fast break all to herself. She gets fouled by Terry. She'll be shooting too.
Revolution foul number 25. Andrew Terry, that's her second, team first. Jay Scott will be at the line shooting 2.
Makes the second there. Harrington to Terry. Trying to beat this press from Wachusett. Trap there. Good trap, and she travels. This press has worked out wonderfully for Wachusett so far, being very disruptive. Not even in the passing lanes as much as trapping. Lanford calls for a screen. Quinn cuts there. Still this aggressive 2-3, but they have that center playing up high on Scott. They do not want her to get the ball anymore. They've done a better job of that in the 2 minutes we've had. Barely any time for the shot clock. Scott heaves, but Yerkes grabs the rebound. She misses. Harrington comes out with it. Terry pulls up. She hits it. She is their leading scorer? Yeah, she's their leading scorer at 15.6 points per game this season. So she definitely is the one Wachusett wants to watch out for. Harrington poked behind from Scott up to Gibbons, who finishes. A lot of fast break opportunities so far for Wachusett in this game. Make there from McCarthy. Have a timeout. Another timeout by Acton Boxborough, similar to what we saw yesterday, with quite a few timeouts being used in the first half by the other team, but they just need a way to stop the bleeding. Let's see. Yes, let's see. Yeah, Avery Terry is their leading scorer, 15.6. She also leads them in steals. We have not seen really any pressing from this Acton Boxborough team. So they are mostly focusing on their extended 2-3 defense to disrupt this Wachusett offense. It certainly worked better here, only 3 points in 3 minutes for Wachusett compared to the 26 they had in the first quarter. So whatever the changes they made over that break seemed to be working. The Wachusett ball on the baseline here. They look to match up now, I believe. They do, so switch to a man defense here. I think that's smart. I always think the team should be playing a man against Wachusett because time and time again, zone has not worked. Gibbons to push. Definitely focusing on transition a lot this game. Not taking many opportunities to set up. Another corner three for Quinn. That's where most of her points have come from. Not just in these playoffs, but throughout the regular season too. Quinn fouled by McCarthy here.
Revolution foul 12, Harold McCarthy, first, team second. Line shooting foul. For Wachusett, number 20, Maya Nazar, and number 22.
Messiaris and Gibbons are back in here. They've seen quite a bit of playing time in this first half. Lucy fouled again on a very similar play. Bounce pass to her in the paint. She'll be shooting two yet again here.
Number 20, Chicago, that's her first, team's third. Lucy Gibbons will be at the line shooting two.
Makes the first.
Thanks to the Revolution, number 1, Water Court.
And the second. She's very efficient and productive tonight. Getting fouled, getting to the line. Lucy stops Harrington in the fast break. She gets her own rebound though. Quirk over to McCarthy. Santiago pulls up. Misses. Gibbons with the rebound. Another Quinn three. This might be her best shooting night yet, and can't imagine a better time helping Wachusett get this 27-point lead here. Tie up. It'll stay here, I believe.
Revolution ball.
On the baseline, looks like. Looks like Santiago to pass it in. Harrington misses. Scott went up the block. I'm not sure if she got a piece there. Naziora's in the corner. She's long, but Terry can't hold on to it. Gibbons on the baseline, ready to throw it in. Lobs it up to Scott. She misses the catch there, though. They haven't run that play in a while. They definitely practice it a ton, and we've seen it before. I think we saw it against, or it happened when Wachusett was at Neshoba, so it's definitely something they have in their bag for situations like that. The issue, though, is this is a very tall team. They have Terry guarding her at 6 foot, so it's a pretty even matchup between the two. Lobbing to Quirk. blocked by Scott. At this point, it's tradition to see at least one of those a game. Such a shame she's going out now. Her and Gibbons go out for Lanford and Yurkis. And Lucy disrupts the pass to Harrington there. Just under 3 minutes left in the first half. Lucy has been playing great tonight. I feel like the past 2 games we've had one or two players have really stepped into their role. Last game it was certainly Yurkis. This game looking at both Quinn and Lucy, even just Lucy for the defense she's played. Quirk, McCarthy for 3. She's long. Great box out from Lucy. She grabs the ball. Mazioris pushes. Lanford from the deep 2. Lucy, hustle play there. I have no idea what the crowd could possibly... Nothing happened on that play, but, you know, it's okay. Lucy has had great hustle tonight. Santiago gets it into Quirk. Complete full court man now. They don't have Scott or a player assuming Scott's role at the half court line now. Quirk misses. Mazioris. She is certainly looking up to pass. Finds Lanford in the corner. It's good! Wachusett is up 30 with 1:50 left in the first half. Terry guarded by Mazioris. Yurkis disrupts the pass. Hannah comes out with it. They call a foul on Quirk. Nope, Santiago. 4th, so not quite the bonus yet. Gibbons checks in for Mazioris. One more foul would be the bonus, but for now, Wachusett will take it out on the baseline. Into Lucy. Lanford goes baseline, flips it up. Yurkis hustles for it. Gibbons. Back into Kyla. Definitely been looking to her a lot more, especially after her great game on Friday, I believe. Definitely paying off. She gets the assist there. Quinn, great defense at the half court. That should be a backcourt violation. Not sure why the ref wasn't looking at that. Out of bounds on Wachusett? I don't know about that one. But it will stay here. Parker on the baseline. I'm not sure what Acton Box was trying to do. They're just taking up the sideline every time. Terry's log on the 3. Once they know Wachusett is playing this aggressive press where they are looking to trap in these corners, I'm not sure why they would keep going there. Lanford. Up and under on Terry. She hits it. Beautiful move from Lanford. 15 seconds left here. 34-point lead for Wachusett. Let's see. Long pull-up for Cataldo. And misses the layup. Lucy had it, but she was on the baseline, so 2.1 seconds for the Revolution to do something here. Not enough time for that. I don't know why they didn't shot pass in a. They time for either one pass or a dribble there, not for that much, but it's probably benefit to Wachusett. They go into the break with a 44-10 lead. What Jalen Scott has 14-7 with 3 steals. Tegan has 12. Quinn with 9. Breakout game for her tonight. Really great to see her and Yurkis have 2 back-to-back breakout games. So we'll see what happens in the third quarter. We are back here from half. Wachusett open with the ball. Santiago rebounds the miss. More trapping from Wachusett. Into Quirk. Santiago pulls up. She misses. Harrington misses too. Jay going the other way. Terry misses. And Lamford takes the charge.
Revolution foul number 25, Avery Terry. First third, team third.
See. Gibbons. She goes to the floater. It's strong off the glass. Yurkis pulls down the rebound. Scott saves pass out to Quinn. No scoring yet here. A minute and a half into the game. Acton Boxborough throws it away. Wachusett timeout here. 90 seconds into the game, no one has scored. Very different from the way, or similar to the way the first quarter opened, but after they got over the hump, Wachusett was on a roll, so we'll see if they can do that again here after the break. Wachusett will try and score on this possession. Here, Gibbons to bring it up. Pass to Yerkes on the baseline, deflected. Lamford opts for the side out of bounds instead of trying to save it. Gets it into Quinn. See Lamford on fakes. Good crossover there. Tries to scoop it up. Yerkes packs up the jump shot. 2 on the shot clock. Harrington comes out in the frenzy. Harrington. Disruption from Yerkes. Gibbons recovers. Scott going the other way. Lamford misses. Upset by that one. Terry. Miss from the corner there. Gibbons corrals it. Stolen by Harrington, though, who does finish. Opens up our second half scoring there almost 3 minutes into the game. Quinn answers. That's our 4th three of the game. All of them have come from various corners. So you can definitely tell where her favorite spot is. Pull up from Quirks, long. Quinn being chased by Pimenta there. Lamford's pass disrupted. Quirk is 6'2", so definitely hard to pass over. Scott fouled. She'll be going to the line for 2.
Revolution foul number 25, Avery Terry, that's her 4th, team's 2nd.
That's already Terry's 4th, and she is their leading scorer, so definitely not what this team wants to see here. First for Scott. Marcel checks in for Yerkes.
And number 22, Victoria Cleverdo.
Scott makes the 2nd here. Scott fouls Kavela here.
Wachusett foul number 2, Jay Scott, that's her 2nd, team's 1st.
They get it into Harrington here. Another deflection by Scott results in a steal. She misses though. Marcel with the strong offensive board and assist to Lamper there. Gibbons, another steal. It's 4-on-1 though, so she's going to wait. Marcel sets the screen for Lamfer. Quinn drives baseline. Back out to Lamfer. Jay passed up the 3. We haven't seen her take a 3 tonight, which, well, she doesn't normally take a ton. We see at least 1 or 2 from her usually, so interesting that she's opting for more shots in the paint here. Gibbons bounces to Lamfer. Ball goes around and finishes. 41-point lead here. Almost 5 minutes, not quite, but almost 5 minutes into the second half. Gibbons pushed out of bounds there. That's the third. That is the 3rd team foul there. Maya and Lucy check in for Hannah and Jay. Seen them checking in together a lot tonight, but we haven't gone to the deeper bench outside of those top 8 so far. Also seeing more Marcel tonight. Lucy finishes there. Great game for her. But we see a lot more Marcel tonight. I don't believe she played in the first half on Friday. She is recovering from a concussion, so that does make sense. Kavela finishes there. Gibbons misses. Marcel fouled. Goes to the ground hard. They actually not a foul. They just call that out of bounds. So Acton Boxborough will take the ball out of bounds. More press from Wachusett. A little bit of a different setup though than we've seen this game. It's more their usual setup. Disrupted there by Marcel. Maya comes out with it. She's being guarded by Cataldo. Miss from Lucy. Outlet up to Kavela. She gets fouled though. She'll be shooting too.
Wachusett foul number 0.
Foul was on
second.
Lamfer?
Chloe Kimball will be at the line shooting 2.
I believe, yeah. So she'll be shooting 2.
And for Wachusett number 3, Hannah Quinn.
Quinn checks in for Lamfer. Probably do that foul. Don't want her to get in foul trouble for sure. Good, just lots of distraction from the student section. It's nearly full today. We've seen a bigger turnout as Wachusett goes deeper in the offseason. They're also the only sports team who's still in the playoffs. So while they didn't get a ton of support from these people over the regular season, they're starting to trickle in now. Marcel comes out with it there. Call a foul. Let's see. Called that one on Cataldo. 4, so that's just under 90 seconds. Lanford checks back in. Just under 90 seconds. Good chance Wachusett can get in the foul here, or the bonus here with one more foul. Bounce into Lanford. She might have been fouled there. She ends up on the ground. They don't call anything. They get it to Thermidor there. She can't finish though. Bit of a frantic play here for Acton Boxborough. No real setup of their offense. I don't believe they have any starters out there. They might have already retired them for the game already here. Gibbons misses the layup. Pull up from Cataldo. She misses though. She ends up with it. Steps out of bounds though. Maziarez checks in for Gibbons. What quite frequent subs here for Wachusett in this third quarter, as Maziarez comes in with just 36.3 seconds left. Tiny difference between shot and game clock. Call a moving screen on Lucy there. So shot clock will be off for the Revolution here as they look to go almost full court, not quite. Thermidor out to McCarthy. She's trying to set up some sort of offense. She's a captain. They do something interesting. They do not start all their captains. They just have all of their, actually not all of their. They have some of their seniors as captains, even if they aren't It's the half court buzzer beater to end the third quarter there. Wachusett goes into this break up 40. Let's see, 8 minutes of play left. Can only imagine their lead will grow. I assume we'll be able to see some of that, as I like to call it, their bench trio. Lena, Anna, and Michaela. Hopefully gonna see them. Looks like Jay, Kyla, Lucy, Maya, and Hannah will be up there to start this last period. Acton Boxborough to start the ball here. Cavella guarded by Scott. She tips it. Steal for her. Lucy in the corner. She goes baseline. Gives it to Yurkis. She fumbles the pass though. Quinn recovers. Good hustle from her. Diving there. Haven't seen as much Scott as we have in the first half or even the first quarter when she had half of Wachusett's points, but they haven't really needed her. Maziarez, good finish. They haven't needed Scott to score that much as they are burning Acton Boxborough all on their own. Yurkis tips it to Scott. They call up They call a push here. It's like finally getting to see one of our trio. Lena checks in for Yurkis. I can imagine those three will start checking in shortly. Press here from Acton Boxborough, which we haven't seen much of. They seem to just be putting everything out there, as Cataldo almost gets to see how Terry ends up with it. Another starter in there finally for them. Parker bounces it into Cavilla. Back travels. She knew it too. So we will have Hannah down on the baseline. Yeah, they've instituted a full court man press here, it looks like. Looks like Wachusett beats it. Quinn to Mazziara's in the corner, fakes it, goes baseline, hits the floater, but can't finish. Sullivan fouls. That'll already be their second minute and 30 seconds into this last quarter.
First second, team second. Non-shooting foul.
Now Santiago checks into another starter. Just like Mazziara is guarded by Terry. It's an interesting matchup. Terry much larger than Mazziara is. Sullivan gets the rebound but can't finish. There have definitely been some interesting Acton Boxborough matchups. They've put their taller players on some of the shorter ones for Wachusett. Santiago for three is good.
Santiago for three.
Scott. Floater. And one! Terry definitely jumped into her there. Hit her with the body, so Scott will be going to the line with a chance to add one more.
Scott will be at the line shooting one. It's the Revolution number 2, Ashley Harrington.
I wonder if we'll see more seniors checking into the game for Acton Boxborough. This will be their last game of their career. Scott ties up Santiago and wins the ball for Wachusett. Lucy gets into Mazziara. She had the chance for the jumper, passes it up. Still 27 left on the shot clock. Lucy navigating, gets to mid-range, just rims out. Harrington comes down with it.
Wachusett foul number 20. Maya Mazziara for his first, second, third.
Only the first of the quarter here for Wachusett compared to 3. Definitely haven't fouled much tonight. Getting Santiago. Harrington. Scott still being disruptive on defense. They get it to Harrington on the roll. Weak pass, so almost stolen. 20 left on the shot clock. Good hustle from Lucy there on the floor with Harrington. Scott blocks it! And she's going the other way. She blocks Cataldo. Then she bumps but can't get into the paint or get the finish. They call a foul as Sullivan was caught in between 2. Only the 4th though, so no free throws for her. 5 minutes left though. So I can't imagine Washington doesn't get in the bonus. Marcel in for Scott. That's probably her last appearance of the game.
Shooting foul.
Lucy takes it out on the baseline, bouncing to Maziarez. Lucy is still standing out of bounds though, so we go the other way.
For Wachusett, number 21, Lucy Marcel.
He hit the bouncer to Cataldo. Santiago misses. They call it blue ball here. Looks like Santiago will take it out. Can't find anyone. Have to throw it out to Cataldo. Sullivan with the rebound. Sullivan drives, strips. Santiago on the ground. Wachusett aggressive in this press. Marcel and Maziar is staying up. Floater from McCarthy's good. Time out there from the Revolution. They had three people waiting to check in, so I can imagine that's what it was for. We'll see what they do after.
Wachusett, number 10, Michaela Wright.
Looks like they do get the subs in. The trio, and Janitha, and we have Ruthie. They call the foul there on number 12, so they called on McCarthy, and because we are in the bonus here, we have Michaela Wright shooting too. Misses the first there. And the second rebound there by Kulkarni. McCarthy loses her footing there. They call a foul. Oh no, they call a timeout. Probably to save their possession there. Well, seems just like a brief timeout for that sole purpose, so I can't imagine it'll be too long. Definitely the smallest lineup we have seen Acton Boxborough put out there. We're used to seeing those 3 6-footers, but not here. Thermidor drives on Sullivan, takes it out. Simpson to Kulkarni, McCarthy. She's trapped by Michaela. Great defense from her. Michaela Wright takes it up this time. Can she go? Oh, she tries to pass a baseline. I think she had the layup there. Kokarni in the corner. Floater is good. Michaela Wright. Hard pass. Turnover Wachusett. Simpson fires. Sullivan corrals it. She's had a couple of rebounds here tonight. Into Marcel in the post. Sullivan cutting. Finishes! Great pass there from Wright. Good defense from Marcella McCarthy here. Causes the turnover. Wright pushing. Loses control though. That was out on blue. That was out on blue. I mean, when you're down 39, I guess you can get those pity points, but that doesn't make it the right call for sure. They get it. Corner to Comento. It's her last game as a senior. Finish there from Thermidor. Right. Turns it over. Thermidor finishes again. Back-to-back buckets for her. Wright almost turns it over again, and she does. Think that they should not have her running a point in this lineup. They have to have, let's see, Hancock has to sprint back fouls, so Simpson will be at the line shooting 2.
Haley Simpson will be at the line shooting 2.
Misses the first. 1:46 left in the game here tonight. And the second's good box out from Sullivan, but out of bounds on Wachusett. Three is long from Parker there. Hancock fight for the ball in the corner. Deep three from Comento. Misses. Sullivan pivoting. Hancock in the post. Out to Michaela for three up top. She's short. Marcel. She had that open shot there. Passes it up. Thermidor. Hancock picks her up in transition. Another three. Off again for Comento. Right in the break. Foul there. Sullivan will be shooting 2.
Revolution foul on 22. Victoria Thermidor, that's her first. Nina Sullivan will be at the line shooting 2.
Misses the first. 41.1 left here. Makes the second though. Still shot clock on here for the Revolution. Swinging it. Into Thermidor. Pull up. She's short. Good rebound from Wright. but she's trapped. Gets up to Lena. She has Hancock wide open in the break. Foul there. Doesn't make it, but she'll be shooting the two after the foul from Kulkarni.
Kulkarni, her first, and Hancock will get the line shooting 2.
Misses the first. And the second. Solomon gets the rebound, tosses it. Hancock finishes! Pimento misses the three. Just 2 seconds left. Wachusett will win the game. They come out with the 67-29 win here against Acton Boxborough. I think it's the last game for a couple of them. Sad to see that, but I think everyone here is quite happy that Wachusett pulled out the win. I don't have stats, so I cannot give any as they don't have them updated. But Wachusett does come out the win. Jalen Scott had a tremendous first half. Quinn had 4 threes tonight. Great game for everyone on Wachusett. I'm your host, my oldest sister. Thank you for watching and see you for